So Johnny Depp finally gets some very rare revenge on Amber Heard. We all know that Johnny Depp was fired from Warner Bros., the same studio that Amber Heard is still working for. Johnny Depp was fired from because of the accusations that were made by Amber Heard. Amber Heard is still working for that studio. We'll talk about that, as well as the revenge that Johnny Depp has finally gotten on Amber Heard, and the fact that Johnny Depp might actually be banned altogether from Warner Bros. For life. Let's get into the video. If you enjoy news updates like this and other stuff like Marvel, Star Wars, all of pop culture, then please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I try to post multiple videos on this channel every single day. Let's get into the video. So yeah, this whole Johnny Depp Amber Heard situation has been pretty crazy, and I haven't really covered it much on this channel because I honestly don't know all that much about it, but I do know that every single time that I hear more about this situation, it just seems so hypocritical by not only Warner Bros., but just all of Hollywood. The fact that they're blackballing Johnny Depp for accusations that were made by Amber Heard, and then it seems like every time we get new information, it looks worse and worse for Amber Heard and better for Johnny Depp every single time we get new information. Look, Johnny Depp might be an absolutely horrible person. I don't know, but I'm just saying the more and more information that we get, the more and more it looks like Amber Heard is the bad person that should be blackballed from Hollywood, that should be fired from Warner Bros., and yet she is still not only working for Warner Bros., but working for one of their biggest movies in Aquaman 2. As you can see, this article from Insider.com, Aquaman 2 producer says team won't bow to fan pressure to have Amber Heard removed from the movie. That's pretty funny because you sure did bow to fan pressure immediately whenever Amber Heard accused Johnny Depp of doing those things. You sure did. Talking about Warner Bros., I don't know if it's this exact guy, Pete Safran. I don't know if it's him that fired Johnny Depp directly, but Warner Bros. As a studio definitely jumped on that opportunity to get rid of Johnny Depp and try and get that good press because, you know, believe all women and all of that stuff. They definitely did jump on that opportunity to fire Johnny Depp immediately whenever the accusations were made, and he's now not only blackballed from Warner Bros., but blackballed from Hollywood in general. Pete Safran, a producer for Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom, said fan pressure had little impact on the decision whether to keep Amber Heard in the franchise. This is all just so hypocritical, man, not just from this guy, but from Warner Bros. And Hollywood in general. The fact that they're saying that the fan impact, the fan peer pressure or fan pressure, whatever you want to call it, has no impact on their decisions is such BS. It's such BS because if you fire Amber Heard, they know that the woke people will come after them. They are just trying to please that woke mob on Twitter, that very small, very vocal minority that they think runs everything, but in reality, they do not make you profits. Those people aren't consuming content. They don't actually care about whether or not you make a good Aquaman movie. They don't care about any of that stuff. They don't care about the actual content you're creating. They only care about pushing that woke agenda. They only care about believe all women and all of that stuff. They're only activists. They don't actually care about pop culture, and that's the people that they're trying to please for some reason. For some reason, people like Warner Bros., Disney, all of these people think that very small, very vocal minority on Twitter, they think that they run stuff. He continued, we felt that if James Wan and Jason Momoa, it should be, or if it's James Wan and Jason Momoa, it should be Amber Heard, and that's really what it was. Last year, a petition calling for Heard's removal from the Aquaman sequel circulated online after her ex-husband Johnny Depp was asked to resign from Warner Bros. Depp said he was asked this after losing his libel case against The Sun over the publication's claim that Depp was a wife beater. The petition, which has accumulated more than 1.8 million signatures, alleged that Heard had systematically crusaded to ruin Depp in Hollywood. Every time, like I said, I'm not an expert on this situation, so I can't really make claims like that, but every single time I get new information, it seems like every time we get new information about this case, it seems like that is true. It seems like that statement is true. Systematically crusaded to ruin Depp in Hollywood. That's what it seems like, man. You can let me know in the comments what you think about the whole situation, because I'm not an expert. Like I said, I'm not going to act like I'm an expert on the situation, but I do know quite a bit about it, and that's what it seems like to me anyway. If I'm wrong on that, then let me know in the comments. And it aimed to have Heard receive the same treatment as her ex. That would be fair, right? I would probably rather them wait and see for both of their careers before ruining either of their careers. I would probably wait and see what accusations are true, what claims are true before you go out firing people like Johnny Depp or Amber Heard. I would probably keep them on the projects and wait and see. But if you're going to fire one of them, you should probably fire both of them. But we all know why that can't happen. We all know the reasoning behind why they kept Amber Heard on and why they didn't keep Johnny Depp on. Believe all women, right? But here is the win that I was talking about. Johnny Depp got over Amber Heard very recently. I believe this was today. Johnny Depp scores rare victory over Amber Heard's $7 million divorce settlement pledge. Depp's lawyer claims promised donation was a calculated and manipulative lie. Johnny Depp has won a rare victory as he attempts to discover whether his ex-wife Amber Heard carried out her promised donation of her $7 million divorce settlement. The Aquaman star pledged to donate the money to the American Civil Liberties Union and Children's Hospital Los Angeles after the couple split in 2016. However, Depp's lawyer Andrew Caldecott has argued that the promised donation was a calculated and manipulative lie that tipped the scales against Mr. Depp from the very beginning. He also alleged that the Children's Hospital Los Angeles wrote to Depp's business advisor in 2019 to inform them Heard had not made any payments. This person is a bad person. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Amber Heard is a bad person. If she promised to donate $7 million, or maybe it was half of $7 million to Children's Hospital, and then she didn't do it, and Children's Hospital actually reached out to Depp's business advisor in 2019 to inform them that Heard hadn't made those payments, if that is really true, man, this is a bad person that we're dealing with, and she really should be fired off of Aquaman 2. She ruined not only Johnny Depp's life, but if she's making promises like that and not following through, then that's just a bad thing to do, man. A New York judge has now partially granted a petition by Depp's legal team, which will force the ACLU to release documents that confirm whether or not Heard followed through on her pledge. Giving evidence in a statement dated 26 February, Heard stated, "I remained financially independent from him the whole time we were together, and the entire amount of my divorce settlement was donated to charity." Now, if that is a lie, then that is a bad person thing to do. You are a bad person. The judge cited the gesture while deciding the libel case in the son's favor, commenting that the donation of the $7 million to charity is hardly the act one would expect of a gold digger. Look, man, if this whole situation is teaching anyone anything, if you out there are thinking about getting married, do not sign a contract with someone who gets rewarded for breaking the contract. Don't do it. This is what's going to happen to you. This happens all the time, man. People always... Don't sign the contract with someone who gets rewarded for breaking it. That's all I'm going to say in this video. I'm not going to go too deep into it. Don't do it. It's not a good idea. It's a horrible idea. Lawyers for the Sun's publisher rejected the argument of Depp's lawyers at the time, saying Heard did not lie about the donations because she was pledging to pay the sums over 10 years. Oh, okay. If you're financially independent and then you get $7 million all of a sudden, and you're already financially, I mean, she probably is financially independent. She's an Aquaman star. You know, she's making a lot of money from that. So the $7 million that she got from the divorce settlement should be no problem to just give away immediately, right? If you really are donating it to charity, why does it have to be over 10 years? That doesn't make much sense. I think you should immediately give that to charity if that was your goal, or if that wasn't your goal, to come out and say that. But let's be real, that wasn't her goal. She didn't want that money for charity. She wanted to mess over Johnny Depp and get that money. But like I said, it's good to see Johnny Depp finally getting some sort of win. It's good to see him finally getting some sort of revenge, and maybe the tide's turning a bit in this entire situation. But let me know what you think about this whole situation. What do you think about the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard thing, and the fact that Amber Heard still gets to work on Aquaman 2 while Johnny Depp is blackballed from not only Warner Bros, but from Hollywood as a whole? What do you think about the whole situation? Do you think that this is all fair? Do you think everything that's happening is fair? Do you think that Amber Heard should still be employed while Johnny Depp is blackballed? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you did enjoy this video, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel. If you want to follow me on Twitter or join the Discord, both those links will be in the description as well. Thank you for watching the video. Hope to see you in the next one.